Oh, they may be playing football, and the crowd is yelling, kill the referee. But no matter what the score, when the clock strikes 4, everything stops for tea.
Hi and welcome to Spill the Tea, the show for British expats and everybody that loves all things British. My name's Ian.
And I am Sam, and today is our big Valentines show, and we have Dan Vallance coming on the show later on. He is the Director of Operations at and I'm just going to blank the name of the church.
The Little Church of the West.
Wedding Chapel.
There
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Ian.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm a little
Did you bring that special deep voice just for Valentine's?
I did.
It's the love show.
It's fabulous, Barry White.
You're my first, my last, my everything.
Yeah, I think it's allergies. But so
yeah, I had a dose of it last week. So
yeah, I know you
were
did.
like, "Are you ill? I just can't breathe."
I was expecting you to turn up
Right.
being like this. I thought, well, it won't just be me, and you're totally fine. And
it's the coronavirus.
Yes,
what it's got.
I am. It's more like the Bud Light virus, actually, but still, it's not quite a corona. But no, it's not. It's not that. Actually, it could be. That tends to make the voice go a bit low as well. But.
Well, good morning, everyone. This is our white shot. Yeah, this is our white shot.
Oh, you do. No.
Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? Valentine's week. I love this week because I met my husband on Valentine's. I got married on Valentine's. My mum and dad met on Valentine's.
That's fantastic.
And I remember my friend Andy, we talk about our friend Andy, saying, "Oh my God, I think it's so cheesy why anyone would get married on Valentine's." And I went, "Excuse me? That's my anniversary, you rude person."
Well, he is.
He went, "Oh,
But
well,
we
he
got-
is."
But look, we even did a little
went
little theming.
Full on today.
We don't do things by halves
We don't
around
mess
here.
around. I mean,
we got
look at our decor.
props behind us.
It's all we coordinated our
We did.
reds.
I've
and
got my ICJ UK
heart and skulls, roses.
Heart
Heart and roses skull.
Heart and roses.
No.
And
Skull
then-
and roses heart.
I've also got this one here too, which is a very subtle.
It goes in my frock though.
It's very subtle. It's got British flags on, which is also ICJ UK, and I probably will wear that. I'll put that on later on in the show. I don't know.
Thinks he's a celebrity. I'm like 10.
No, I just
10. I outfit
asked-
changes.
No, but I asked whether she had something that had hearts on it for today's show, and so I got two. So I'm going to make sure that she gets her.
She's so good to you.
She is.
She's so
and we've
good
yet
to
to
you.
do a little feature on her yet, so we're coming after you, Claire.
Oh, we've been coming after her for a while. But yeah, we'll have
have.
her on the show. She's a great clothing designer and got a lot of
You
celebrity.
can run, but you cannot hide.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm actually liking this.
Yeah, you'll be sad when that voice
The
clears
name's
up
Bond.
and it's all
James
clear.
Bond.
You're the next one. That's it.
In a world,
You're the next
there was
one.
a man in a place.
It's all going to happen today.
It is.
It is. It is indeed.
Well, I love this week. I love Valentine's. And I think we do see this a lot where people are really down on Valentine's. It's usually people who are single, typically,
Okay.
and they diss it. Well, I think it's ridiculous that you only show your love on one day. No, you don't. You just go extra on that day.
You go extra all the time. but
I am extra. So
it's like Valentine's Day every day with you.
It is. So you love whoever you're with every day, but then you go really over the top on Valentine's.
What is it? If you can't love the one,
You're with what?
love the one you're with.
I don't know. What's
I
the
have no
lyric?
idea.
What is the lyric?
Something
on
like that. This could be a whole show of song titles and song lines.
So I
but
think how a lot of people have combated the whole single on Valentine's
With
is
what?
they have a thing called galentines. Like your gals, your single girls get
the
together.
single ladies.
So the single
All you single ladies. See, look, we're doing it again.
All the single
Oh, good Lord.
They get together and they celebrate Galentines.
Oh,
Oh,
all right.
what did you say, Travis, earlier? Galentines.
Galentines.
For guys who are single.
That's not a thing, though. That's a Travis thing. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, hashtag and trademark it.
yeah.
I have
exactly.
done so many things like that now everyone's using. For example, I came out with the first hashtag of foster fail, which were people who foster pets and they fail by keeping them, yeah?
Oh, foster.
And I have proof of that from my own radio show. I said it on air, and the very next week I had T-shirts ready to go. Now everybody thinks that they made it up. No, you didn't. I did. I mean, years ago. And another one Yappy Hour. I own the copyright on Yappy Hour.
Oh.
I play whack-a-mole probably twice a week, getting hold of people saying, you can't use that. You can't use Yappy Hour. It's trademarked. It's copywritten. It's mine. But yeah, so people now try to claim that's theirs. And that was over 10 years ago.
There are those that lead, Sam.
Yeah, and there are those that copy.
And there are those that follow. And speaking of following...
Go on.
Hey, this is all high production today. Actually, it is. You wait till you see what we got with this thing later on. It's fun.
Yes.
I think we've got actually a bunch of new viewers and followers this week for some reason. The numbers seem to take a bit of a spike. So if you are new to the show, welcome. You're very welcome. Do us a favor, like, share, and follow. I know everybody always says that on every single post, and so are we.
Yes, we are.
There's no special. We just want you to do the same thing. So we appreciate you being here. We hope you come back time and time again and tell your friends, basically.
That's it. Because it's important to be visible on Facebook.
It is.
Because of algorithms, and no one needs to get into boring, dry topic of algorithms, but to share and like and comment keeps us visible in everybody's feed.
Right.
And that's really, really important. But we do appreciate everything.
So now we've got a giveaway.
We have,
today.
Which is going to be a little bit part of the whole like and share situation.
Oh, okay. Well, tell us about it.
I've got this fabulous friend. Her name is Sam Raymond, but we call her Sam Smashington. It's a long story, but we call her Sam Smashington, and she's a certified master herbalist. Herbalist. With a H, yeah. And she has created, she's got her own, she's a Brit, and she's in the States, and she's got her own company now that she's called Smashingly Gorgeous. And that came from the nickname Smashington. But it is a raw beauty skincare line. And it's fabulous. I'm not just saying it. It's really fabulous. So we reached out to her, said, it's Valentines. You want to do something with us? So she's partnered with us, and she's going to tell you all about her giveaway.
Good morning, Spill the Tea listeners. My name is Sam Raymond. I am a certified master herbalist and owner of Smashingly Gorgeous Raw Beauty. We create beautiful skincare made from organic ingredients, nothing toxic, no chemicals, no nasties whatsoever, and it will leave you with absolutely beautiful skin. Today, I'm excited because I have a giveaway to one lucky Spill the Tea winner. It's going to include our face lotion, our body lotion, and our aloe vera rosewater toning mist. It's everything you need for beautiful skin, so somebody's going to win that today. Good luck, everybody. Bye-bye.
So there you have it. There's our Sam Smashington with a smashingly gorgeous skincare line. That package is worth $76.
Oh, nice.
And it's really, her products are fantastic. This is how you're going to enter to win. Like I say, we're going to go back to the whole like, share, blah, 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 blah. What I want you to do is, in the comments below, tell us why you want to win it, and then I want you to tag a friend. So tag a friend underneath your comment. And then I think we'll probably choose a winner, tomorrow night? We'll give everybody a chance to get on the feed.
A lot of people watch the show
after the show itself. So that's how you're going to do it. You're going to tell us why you want to win it, and then tag a friend or two even. It's entirely up to you in your actual comment itself, and then we'll pick a winner. And some lucky Spill the Tea viewer is going to go home with $76 worth of beautiful product. This is only for the States, by the way. It's only national. Unfortunately, not international.
So
well, it's worse if it's just local.
You know what? We'll do one. We'll do one that's like Amazon based or something, so then it can be everywhere.
Yeah, that would be really good.
Because then it can be anywhere.
Yeah. So thank you, Sam. Really appreciate it. What's nice about her products, and you probably saw in the video, a lot of them are like like a solid deodorant.
Yeah.
Your moisturizer and your body lotion is solid. And when you travel, you know how it is, no liquids or this amount of liquids. Right. Well, you can throw those in your bag and you don't have to worry about getting caught
we like that.
with your liquids being 1 ounce over. How very dare you?
Exactly. So who we got on this morning? We have Sue. Good morning, Sue. And Sandy. Hi, Sandy. Good to see you. Claire. Lots of hearts. My mum's on, obviously.
Yes.
Eve is watching. We got another BFF coming up with Eve shortly.
That's right.
Amanda Deacon is watching because Amanda's not here. Amanda. If you don't know, Amanda's my business partner here at the studio, and she's in the UK visiting family. So I know Jenny and Amanda are watching. Yeah. So that's kind of cool.
Hey, everyone.
And Patrick's watching, which is Amanda's husband. Trish Cartmel, morning from Texas. First time tuning in, loving the show.
Oh, how
Well, we're loving that you're loving the show. On a love show. It's the love show.
The love show.
So, and yeah, and hi from West Sussex. So here's the thing. It's funny. Spill the Tea, the British Expat show, is saying hi from West Sussex. So apparently we're not here.
We are in
West Sussex right now. It's just an
everywhere.
illusion. We are not in Las Vegas
Can you
right
imagine
now.
if we were? Can you imagine if we were fibbing about that? And
Yeah.
we weren't even in Vegas.
Sure, we're in Las Vegas. Actually, speaking of which, we've got. I say we mentioned Eve Dawes does a little segment for us, and we've got some plans for some other things coming up. But if you are somewhere around the world, we would love to get like a little feature from you about wherever you are,
Yes.
around the country, around the world, just a little bit about yourself and what it's like to live where you live.
Yes.
Just show us where you are and
What
the
you
draw.
do? What do you like?
What do you like?
What do you like?
And what really brought you to the States? We'd love to get those, and we'll put them on the show here. It'd be kind of fun.
And if you do send us a video, just make sure it's this way around when you film.
Yeah, it looks better that way than
Way
vertically.
better.
But and then you can direct message us, and we can work that out. So
Yeah.
we'll figure that one out.
So do we want to do any Valentine's shout outs?
If you've got anybody you want to give a little kind of Valentine's
Words of love.
Yeah.
this morning. Sorry,
Milk
can't
it.
help it.
Milk it in 'cause it'll be gone
It's
by
going to be
tomorrow.
gone. It will be. So I'm gonna make the most of it. Again, put it in the comments. We'll check it out.
Well, I mean, I always like to, I actually send Valentines to my dogs. I know everybody thinks I'm nuts, but there are other people do it too. And then the dogs send cards to Jim as well. And it's just a whole love
It's
fest.
very talented of them.
They are so smart. They put their paw print in the card. That's so clever. But I want a big shout out, obviously, to my husband, Jim. We, as they met on Valentine's, got married on Valentine's, and our 25th anniversary is this Friday, which I cannot believe. And I'm not sure Jim knows that it's the silver anniversary and what that means. And what
He does now. He better do something about it, otherwise he's in trouble.
Right. And of course, big Valentine's out to all my sisters and my mom and what have you. So yeah.
Speaking of Valentine's,
Yeah.
we do our little headline section.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a couple of things that I wanted to kind of look at. One of, I know we've got a picture here. It's called Dating Mark.
Right.
Did you hear about this?
I only briefly saw it. So tell me all about it.
So this guy, Mark Rofe, couldn't get a date, couldn't get a girlfriend. So he actually spent £425 and took out a billboard in Manchester to say, "Please date Mark. This could be the sign you've been waiting for." Is what it says.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I think we have a picture. We'll bring that up in a second. And he's created a whole website. And apparently he's had a lot of responses.
Has he really?
Yeah. So it's
cheaper
kind of
than
fun.
joining one of those eHarmony.
There it is. Isn't that great?
That's fantastic.
I love that.
That's the way to do it.
So yeah, datingmark.co.uk, and he's had quite the response.
Clever guy.
I know. So I thought that was that's being the empowered single person.
Yes,
right there.
I'm going to take charge now, and I'm going to
Right, for sure.
find myself a partner.
Yeah.
That's funny because that's a word that people don't use here.
What?
Partner. Whereas back home in England, when people talk about their boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, they do often say my partner. Whereas here, when you say my partner, it's more like a business partner kind of thing. But there's a very distinct.
Or indoors.
Indoors.
Him indoors. Could be that.
Yeah, it's that interesting.
What else? What did you? Oh, the other thing I had as well, which is not Valentine's related, was this subsonic. I know it's a big word, isn't it?
Yeah.
Airspeed record from a British Airways
That's
flight.
right.
That it basically took 80 minutes off its arrival time. It was travelling at 825 miles an hour.
Like you do.
And it was because of this storm, the storms they've had
And
in
the
the
jet
UK.
stream.
The jet stream from
Yeah.
this Kiara, whatever it is.
Yes.
That's been, hitting the UK.
It's been bad, yeah.
So it was
So
like the fastest. They did it in like 4 hours and 50 minutes or something.
What did Concorde used to do it in? What was Concorde's speed?
It was.
time.
Well, I thought Concorde actually did it in about 4 hours.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, but just had a tailwind. You imagine it just
Can you
like
imagine
was going.
it was just like,
It's like ah.
oh, we're getting there really fast.
Yeah.
I mean, some of that footage of the planes coming in though into England with that storm.
Like the sideways thing.
Like they're this way, they're
Yeah.
this way, and then they're like, abort, we're gonna go back up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I've done that once. It's really. You're like.
There's been a lot. There's a windmill near my sister's house, a
Right.
really old windmill. I just saw it back in November when we were back home, and the whole top of it and its actual windmilly part. What do you call them? The sails? I don't know what they call those. They go what are sails?
Sure.
Yeah, you don't know either. Blown off. I mean, it's horrible that and there's that kind of damage, and then a lot of trampolines in other people's gardens and up in trees and gazebos. There's one where one guy says, "Oh, I seem to have acquired a gazebo in my back garden," but it is battering England, that storm.
Yeah.
But
and you can get there quicker to experience it. apparently, yeah.
Yes, you can. You just get blown into England.
Do you see the Oscars?
No, I didn't watch them.
You didn't? I watched the whole thing.
I normally,
I'll never get that time back.
Well, this is
No, I mean it was.
For me, I used to enjoy the Oscars. I think I enjoy the red carpet more than anything. But the minute it starts getting political, not interested. Because it's one thing when you choose to watch things that are political, but it's a different thing when it's rammed down your throat. So you just want to see lovely dress and who wins your favourite actors and stuff. That's all I want to see. But what was it like for you? Oh, it was quite a...
Well, it's a big deal because it was the first time a South Korean movie, actually any non-English speaking movie, has won.
That's amazing.
Best Picture, and they won. They took 4 Oscars on the night, which is incredible. I really like.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I saw that.
The rest went with form. Renee Zellweger got
for Judy
Garland for that movie, which I think makes sense. I saw that movie. It was great. It was a good movie.
Yeah. They what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say.
But they had some great musical performances.
Natalie Portman. Did you see her jacket? It was embroidered with names.
Oh, I didn't.
And it was all the female directors that weren't nominated.
Oh.
So yeah.
She was making that.
She made a little fashion statement with
Eminem
that.
came up and did.
I want to see that. I haven't
8 Mile.
seen it yet.
It was just a bit confusing, but I mean, I get that it was linked to other movie songs, but I was a bit like, oh, okay.
How long did it go on for?
The show? 3 days. No, it wasn't too bad. It was like 3 hours or something. But...
I want to see more performances.
Yeah, no, it was good. Elton John was on it.
Oh, good.
And in fact, actually, who is it who sent me a picture or was going to send me? Somebody tagged me. Oh, it was one of the guys here. You remember Steve Sims we interviewed in the taxi cab? He was at the Oscars and there was a picture that he posted of him and Elton John that night. Yeah.
How come we weren't there? What the heck? What the heck, Steve Sims?
We don't qualify for press passes yet. We're not that. We're not there yet.
Not there quite yet.
But with your help, we will.
By liking and sharing.
I know.
What else do you have? I mean, I've got an interesting story.
Go on then.
I won't read the whole thing 'cause it goes on forever and a day, but...
We haven't got forever a day. People have got lives to live.
That's right. 200... I can't speak this morning. The 200-year-old diary that's rewriting gay history. And a diary written by a Yorkshire farmer.
I already know the link we're going to take after this.
Yeah.
And so does everybody watching.
Everybody else can guess what's coming next.
Yeah.
More than 200 years ago, he's being hailed as providing remarkable evidence of tolerance towards homosexuality in Britain much earlier than previously imagined.
Right.
Historians from Oxford have been taken aback to discover that Matthew Tomlinson's diary from 1810 contains such open-minded views about same-sex attraction being a natural human tendency. And the diary challenges preconceptions about what ordinary people thought about homosexuality, showing that there was a debate about whether someone really should be discriminated against for their sexuality. This is a very exciting discovery, and he's arguing that homosexuality is innate and something that shouldn't be punished by death, which was back then, you know what I mean?
Oh, right.
And so that's, they found it. It was stored in the Wakefield Library since the 1950s. I mean, what a find. That's fantastic. But basically, it was like, it feels natural. Let people be as they want to be.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, 200 years old.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So.
Yeah, go on. Do your link.
Philip Schofield.
Yeah. Was you surprised? I wasn't.
No. I think he can't have been surprised.
No.
Well,
no, I wasn't a bit surprised.
I actually wasn't aware that wasn't out.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
And I don't think it's Is it? It was actually a really big story on the day, but I don't think it really.
It was, and I think what's interesting is you typically in the States, there's a lot of making a big thing about coming out. In England, you don't see that much, so that was kind of different for people in England.
Yeah. But he is also that national sort of. He's like the new school national treasure.
He honestly is.
We all go back to our two Ronnies and all those kind of old school kind of guys, but he really is now in that bracket.
We sort of grew up with him on TV.
Yeah,
and
he was in the broom closet to start with when he did the show. That was the kids. Children's BBC.
That's right.
He was in the broom closet.
Yeah, that's right. What was the?
And Gordon the gopher.
I think his grandma made that.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
And so he had all rights to that and made money off that.
Well, back in the day when we were at the BBC, he was doing that, and I think it was fairly known there, honestly.
Yeah.
At Television Centre.
I just wonder if, there's all kinds of stuff going on. Oh, he might have been blackmailed and he had to, come out and say this.
Which does happen. Sports people have had that. There was a rugby player recently.
It definitely does happen, or he just got to the point where he said, I can't take it anymore. I had a family member that was like that. Like, this has got to come out. It's making me miserable, and to see that family member of mine just change and just be incredibly happy after that was amazing. And it's sad that anyone has to wait or feel like they can't speak about it.
It was the one thing, because he did that whole thing on the show and they spoke about it for 10, 12 minutes, whatever. It was when it was suggested, is he going to get into a relationship straight away? And he was like, no, I'm not thinking about that, blah, blah, blah. And I guess that was the only thing that begged my question. It's like, well, his wife has been great with this, blah, blah, blah.
I didn't like that question.
But you remember that. You heard that too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so, because it was very ambiguous as to what's going to happen with their relationship.
Yes. And
because, she must have known for a while as well.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So the question is, are they now going to get a divorce?
Right.
Are they going to continue on? And that wasn't defined, and it doesn't have to be defined, of course.
I think they skipped forward too far.
Right. That was
so
definitely
who you going to be dating? What's it going to look like? And it was all a bit bizarre. That bit, I didn't like that.
That was an odd one.
It was, and I understood why he did it with Holly because she's one of his best friends, and
there's been some. Was it just a few weeks ago? There was rumblings that there was
and
discourse.
I never really see that. They go on holiday together.
Right.
So, if you don't like someone at work, are you going on holiday with them? No, you're not. But they do. They spend a lot of time together.
Where are we going on our holidays?
I'm not going on holiday with him.
All right, fine. Fair enough.
He'll pack way too many clothes. I just know it. You like options. Too many shoes.
Oh, for God's sake.
What do you pack like when you go on holiday? Are you a minimalist kind of a guy? Oh, not me. I have to have all kinds of options.
A pair and a spare.
Is that it? You're good to go.
And a spare. You're good.
I know a friend. I'm not going to mention his name. When he travels, he buys his underpants because he loves Marks and Spencer's. Like, who doesn't? And then only wears them once and throws them away when he's on holiday. So you don't have to carry them around.
Wow. All right. Very good. Very good.
It's bizarre, isn't it?
So I think we should probably get into we have a great BFF this week.
We do.
From Eve. So Eve's going to be doing a feature on fashion this week. Well, Valentine's fashion.
Fabulous.
So check out this. It's Eve Dawes with BFF, beauty, fitness,
and fashion.
Welcome back to BFF. Today I'm going to be looking at women's fashion for Valentine's Day. Men, don't worry, I have you covered next month. I'm super excited about this guest. I can't share who it is yet, but he is beyond fabulous and he has the best style, so I can't wait to share his looks with you. But for now, let's head on out and look at some of the women's fashions trending right now. I have the gorgeous Megan from Jolene's modeling for me because she's tall and makes everything look fabulous. But what I love about satin is it can be super flowy and it's super tactile, which is great for date nights and being all romantic. This print is amazing. I don't know if you can see the detailing, but it has kisses on, so super relevant for Valentine's Day. And it might seem cliche to wear red or pink for Valentine's or date night, but I just think it's that time of year where you can, and you can be super girly and give a hard edge to things by pairing with edgier accessories, by like leather or blacks, and really making that contrast, like black leather heels, black leather jacket, and you're good to go. If you're looking for something really flattering on the arms, cap sleeves are your best friend. They hide everything and they look super girly and fabulous. If you're going to go for a light pink or a pale tone, I recommend going for a spray tan to really make that color pop and so you don't get washed out. This nails all the trends going on right now. It's classic, it has lace, it has the exposed zipper, and we added an ankle bracelet because it's the newest trend, and I just think they're so feminine and dainty and beautiful, and you can really make this style your own. Sexy cutouts are something we're really seeing coming up for spring summer. I know we're a little early, but hey, it's better to be ahead of the trends than behind them. I love a low sexy back, especially for date night or Valentine's, and a belt just gives it some shape, but it's still flowy enough that we can eat and have fun. And if you look for adjustable straps on your dresses, it's going to save you a lot of time and money tailoring. Have an amazing Valentine's Day, and I'll see you next week on Spill the Tea.
So there you have it. Now you know what you're going to be wearing on Valentine's.
I think everybody's thinking about what they're wearing this week.
All right.
I mean, everyone, it's special. It's a special week.
There you go.
So
there you go.
So
naturally,
fashion's a big thing.
Congrats to Eve as well. She's going to be an official judge on the United States of America pageants.
Yes, she is.
Coming up actually over the 14th to 16th of Feb. So
isn't that exciting?
that is. Well done to her. Well done to her.
That's great.
Cool. So now we've got our Valentine's special segment, which we actually shot last week.
Yes, we did.
And
or was it this week? I don't even know.
week.
The days have run into one.
But we had a fun time, and I think you'll see that we had a fun time. You want to tell us a little bit about it, Sam?
Right. So
if you can remember the name of it now.
Right. Yes, it was the Little Chapel of the West.
No, it's
no,
the Little Church of
the West. Wedding Chapel. We met with Dan Vallance. He's another Brit here in town, and he is the director of operations of this fantastic chapel. It's the oldest one in Vegas, and so we thought we'd go and pay him a visit, and this is how it all went down.
Enjoy.
Hi, we're here at the Little Church of the West, right here on the Las Vegas Strip.
And we're here to speak with Dan Vallance, a Brit who's the director of operations, and we're going to have some fun today and see what happens at this wonderful chapel.
Let's go, shall we? Yeah. Come on. I love it. Wow.
Oh, it's...
Whoa, whoa, yeah. I'm caught in a trap. Awesome. Well, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today on a very special occasion. For today, Ian and Sam are obviously here because you wish to become husband and wife. Congratulations to you both.
That's a big mistake.
She's already married.
You're already married. Okay, so dearly beloved, we are gathered here today because Ian and Sam wish to renew their vows.
No, we're not married to each other. She's married to somebody else.
Yes.
And
Oh, we can do that too. That's okay. That's fine. We'll just keep it off the internet. It'll be fine. Yeah.
So no, actually, we're here to see Dan.
See Dan Vallance.
Our director of operations, Dan Vallance. Oh yeah, he's world famous here at the Little Church of the West. Oh sure, yeah, he's known all over the world. You want to find Dan? Yes. Oh, I totally can find him for you. That's not a problem. Oh sure. So do you think he might be?
Whoa. Okay.
Over there? No,
it's
not over there. Do you think he might be? Come on, Sam, you got to do this with me. Over there? No, I don't see him over there.
Yeah.
I know where he is.
Okay.
You got to get in here with me, Ian. Come on, here we go.
All right, okay. Here we go.
Oh, there!
What are you not doing? We're supposed to be drinking tea.
Don't spill the tea.
see. That was amazing.
There you go.
Wow, that's fantastic. Well, should we take a seat?
Let's
Have a
have a
cup of
chat.
tea? Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's have
Let's have
a
a sip
cup
now.
of tea.
Cup of tea.
Cup of tea.
I'm gonna sit in the jacket.
This is great. So nice for you to do this for us.
No
and
problem.
spend
My
time
pleasure.
with
My
us.
pleasure.
That was so much fun. That really was.
Elvis always steals my thunder.
Doesn't he just? Doesn't he just? So, how did you? You're from where now? In the
Marlow
UK?
in Buckinghamshire.
From Marlow, and now you're the operations director for this place.
For this place, yeah.
Which is
the
so Las
oldest
Vegas.
wedding chapel in town.
It is?
Yeah.
And it was built when?
1942, the building was built, but this is actually the third location. They put it on the back of a truck.
Oh, they moved
As
it.
the strip developed,
Wow.
they kept getting moved.
Right, yeah.
And it was, it was a good business, so they didn't want to, it was the hotels, it was normally adjacent to some hotels.
Right.
So as the strip developed, they moved it down the strip.
Moved it.
Now the owner owns the land, so we're not going anywhere.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. That's
Was
good.
it were there a lot of other chapels at the time, or did this kind of start something?
The kind of backstory of Vegas weddings and why everybody comes here started in 1931.
Okay.
When the governor made it easier for people to get married. And what I mean is, in the US, the laws are different state to state.
Yeah.
So in a lot of states, there's a waiting period. Other states, you've got to have a blood test.
Yes, I know.
All that kind of stuff. Make sure you're not marrying a sibling or something. But yeah, in Vegas, 1931, they said, no, just rock up to get your license. You can get married the same day. You just got to show your ID. So that still stands today, and that's why Vegas became the marriage capital of the world.
And we're coming up to Valentine's.
Mm-hmm.
We
So,
are.
how many weddings are going to happen on Valentine's Day?
Normally, obviously, it's a very, very busy day for us. This year, we've got a whole bunch of kind of numbered dates in February. So last week we had 2/2/2020.
Yeah, people like
Super
to pick
busy
those
day.
special numbers,
Yeah.
don't they?
We've got 2/10/2020.
Right.
And then it's also a leap year, so we've got a 29th of February.
Oh, right.
Which
Yes.
means you've only got to have an anniversary every 4 years.
Yeah.
Save on a present.
This place must be like a revolving door on days like that and Valentine's. I mean,
You
it's gonna
know,
be like
it's
in, out, in, out.
it's obviously we're busy. What we've done the last few years is try and kind of slow it down a little bit.
Right.
The number of people coming to Vegas has been dropping the last few years.
Oh.
So instead of kind of worrying about it, and a lot of other chapels in town, they rely on that volume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I got into the business, the first thing I kind of identified was that people nowadays, they don't want to be rushed through.
No.
People
Yeah.
are coming to Vegas for different reasons now, and it's a lot of it's financial.
Right.
You can have a nice wedding now in Vegas for a fraction of what it costs. The average wedding in the US is $27,000.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Here you can,
Ridiculously
our
high.
biggest package is $3,000.
Yeah.
That includes all your photos, all your video,
Yeah.
limousines for the groom, the bride to arrive separately, party bus to take with
That's
you.
amazing.
And this is such a beautiful
So, a lot of
setting.
It's very
Yeah.
cozy and romantic.
So we try and steer away from the stereotype
Like
of
the
Vegas weddings.
the fast food of
We've
wedding
slowed
chapels.
it down.
Yeah.
We do one wedding at a time. We only have the one venue. We have the
Yeah.
little garden as well, but we never double book.
Right.
So we want brides to feel that they're the only people here today.
And it does feel that way, don't you think? Because
I
when you
think
come
so.
here, even though we are on the Las Vegas Strip,
Mm-hmm.
and we're kind of dwarfed by Mandalay Bay, because it feels like
Well,
it's
and
just
also
got this nice little area.
The fact that most of the majority of the wedding chapels are all downtown,
Yes.
where you've got a much more kind of a different kind of aesthetic, different vibe. This is really, as far as I
Feels
can think,
peaceful.
it's really the only one this end of the strip where you've got
There is a
more
reason for
space.
that. Would you like to know why?
We would
Let's
love
tell
to
us the
know why.
reason.
You know your Las Vegas geography.
Yeah.
Once you get to the Stratosphere, we're on the south end of the strip. 4 miles down the road is the Stratosphere.
Yeah.
Once you get past the Stratosphere, you're in downtown Vegas.
Yeah.
Years and years ago, somebody made the rule that you're not allowed a freestanding chapel in Clark County, where we are.
Okay.
So that's
Why?
why all the other chapels are in downtown
Because
Vegas,
they're not
in Clark County.
Right.
Now you might think, hang on, every hotel's got a chapel.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
They do, but they have to be kind of buried inside the hotel. They're not allowed an exit onto the strip.
So how does this place?
What is this?
So we were grandfathered in
Oh.
Because it's
we
the
were
oldest
already
one.
here. Yeah.
Right.
So
Well, you were
we
here and then you
built-
were there and then you
well,
were there.
What were the reasons behind that? Because I can't think of one.
I have no idea. I
It
have no
sounds
idea,
weird.
but you know, it suits us that nobody
Yeah.
else can.
Yeah.
You know,
And you're closer to the airport, which we can probably even hear at this point.
close to the airport. Once the music's playing, you don't hear this.
No.
That's true. That's true. Yeah,
It's
sure.
true, we've been here all day, trust me.
So what's kind of like some of the weirdest sort of wedding experiences? I mean, you provide the Elvis. We saw Brian.
The Elvis again. We try and keep it a little classy around here, but the movie Viva Las Vegas was filmed in this chapel, so we'd be crazy
Really?
not to have a Elvis.
to honour that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so,
So
you know,
this was the.
This
actually
is
in
the. If
movie?
you watch the movie, it's the very last scene. Elvis and Anne Margaret walk out of the chapel, and later on I'll ring the bell for you if you like.
We need
And
to
you can-
reenact it.
We do.
And you can hear the bell.
Yeah, because we
clearly.
weren't acting at the beginning there.
Not
That was-
at all.
That
It
was
was all very
entirely
natural.
So yeah, you can hear the bell and see the chapel in the movie, which is real nice. So.
Oh,
That's great. And you've had a lot of other sort of famous weddings in here too.
We have a lot of celebrity weddings.
Can you tell us some of them?
I can.
Can you tell us some of the ones you can't tell us?
I can.
We always like those more.
You know, we've had some big names. Angelina Jolie married Billy Bob here.
Okay.
But as far as Brits go, the big ones were Chris Evans married Billy Piper. That short little wedding
Oh yeah,
was
yeah.
here.
They were together for a
with
minute.
here, and we'll bleed in some photos maybe.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yes, we'll throw in some.
We're looking at them
In a
right
way
now.
as well.
At this very minute,
At
they're
this very
flashing up on the
second.
screen.
Noel Gallagher married his first or second wife here.
Okay.
Yeah. Who else?
Was it Dudley Moore, was it?
Dudley Moore. There's so many.
Who did Dudley Moore marry?
She wasn't famous. I don't
She wasn't famous.
They,
She was pretty.
they never count when they're not
No,
famous.
no.
Yeah, really.
Their names don't get put on the bottom of the picture. You know.
Yeah. Oh, and
Just
Shirley
the start.
Bassey as well.
Shirley Bassey,
No.
that's the one. Yeah.
Did she sing at her own wedding?
No. She didn't have Elvis either.
Right. Now, in terms of like the wedding ceremony, I mean, this sort of has this sort of feeling of a little kind of, sort of Little House on the Prairie kind of.
It is so
church.
Little House on the
Have you-
Prairie.
have you ever had, like-
The chapel's actually it was modelled after an old mining town chapel.
Okay.
Right.
And it's built 100% of California redwood.
Oh my gosh.
The lamps, I'm not sure if you can see those, but I'm sure we can get a picture of them.
Yeah.
They were taken off a train car, a 1920s train car.
Oh wow. Oh, I love the history.
And then
of
there's
it.
a little rumour about the bell we ring after every single wedding. That was taken from a church in St. Thomas, Nevada. Testing your
Where
Nevada
is
history.
St. Thomas? Where's that?
You know where St. Thomas is?
No.
It's the town that's at the bottom of Lake Mead.
Oh, the one they flooded.
Under Lake Mead, under the
Yeah.
water.
Yeah. The one they flooded when they did the valley.
When they built the dam, it flooded St. Thomas.
I love history.
Isn't it just?
And I know
So
people think there's
nobody's-
not a lot of history because it's Vegas because it doesn't feel very old. But
No.
that's history.
Oh,
for
I love the
Vegas.
fact that we've got even a kind of dodgy history here sometimes. But do you embrace it?
Yeah.
All of that, I mean, the city really embraced it. In '92, the chapel was actually put on the registry of historic places in the US. So
That's
it's
wonderful.
Has
kind of
anybody
protected
objected?
stuff.
Have you had any stop this wedding?
No.
Shotgun weddings?
But the calming English accent has helped some women walk down the aisle on a few occasions.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Do you ever get people who think it's not actually
Not real?
Real because it's in Las Vegas.
Like it's like you're at Universal Studios or something. You're getting married.
Again, the whole Vegas wedding that you see in the movies doesn't exist. Everyone that gets married first has to go and get a license.
Yeah. Are they still doing the little office? They do like a booth setup at the airport, don't they? For
They have
Valentine's?
started the last couple of years,
Yeah.
just to alleviate the numbers at the marriage bureau.
Right.
Yeah.
They've set up a little thing at the airport, so when people fly in, they can get their license.
Because at the airport you've got slot machines, so you
Yeah.
can gamble, you can get your
Yeah.
wedding
Get
license in
license.
before you leave the airport.
Uh-huh.
And then people want to know, is it legal when they get back home?
Everywhere.
Now, everybody asks that. They
Everywhere.
go.
Different
is it
countries
valid?
require, some countries require an apostille, which is an additional stamp on the
Oh,
paperwork.
okay.
But no, once you're married, you're
And
married.
what time do you stay open till? Is it like super late? Or?
Offices are open 8 o'clock in the morning until midnight for reservations. We perform chapels 10 a.m. until 10 p.m.
Do you get people staggering in here and you're thinking they're drunk and they didn't
Can you marry
realise
them if
this
they're
was
drunk?
like a spontaneous moment?
I mean,
Occasionally, very occasionally. Again, because we're 4 miles from the marriage bureau,
Yeah.
they're gonna
They've got some time.
meander past a whole bunch of chapels before they find us.
Before they find you, yeah.
So
I bet they get them down there. They probably do
I'm sure they do a lot. Yeah. So here again, historic building, a little more classy.
it is.
A little more classy.
It's really
And
nice.
we have bookings now into 2023.
No
3 years in
way.
advance. Yeah.
That's job security, isn't
So
it?
yeah, fingers crossed. But
I do have a question for you because I know you're a dog lover like me. Do you allow people to bring their pets to get married?
yes.
Oh, I love it.
Suddenly it just got so much better.
It just
Then it
did.
already is.
I always give them a little precursor. If it poops, you're picking it
You're
up.
picking up the poo.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I love that though because that's family for a lot of people, and they'll have like a little tuxedo that rings
But
10
yes,
on the back. Cute.
Yeah.
Brian, Elvis,
Yeah.
he married me last year.
Oh, he did.
So yeah, I got married last year.
And your wife's from France.
So I'm English, my wife's French, I have a French stepson, and we live in Vegas.
How did you get to Vegas? What was the path to become the expat that we all are?
My first wife basically was an American, so that's
Right.
what brought me here. She was an entertainer. She got a job in a show in Vegas, and I followed. So,
Right.
but yeah, you know.
Green card wedding?
No.
We weren't supposed to
to be
talk
said,
about
didn't it?
that,
No,
Ian.
No,
Bringing it down.
No, we were married for 3 years. 3 years.
Wait.
We, you know, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, I got my green card. I fell in love with Vegas,
Yeah.
which I really.
I mean, you
going
really,
to.
you really are in Vegas
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
this kind of business.
And
I
then,
mean,
this kind of work, I fell in love with the city I love, and
and the happy times with people coming in here.
That's
so nice.
for the 99.9%, it's the happiest day of their life, and you can't help but kind of, enjoy that with them.
Have you seen some interesting dresses and outfits?
We see absolutely everything. I've seen, we've married a Victoria's Secret model in her bikini.
Ah, that's amazing.
Wow.
Well, that's you'd have to do it that way.
Well,
Bikini and a veil. That's all.
Yeah,
you
but
need.
that's kind of like I'm a
It does get hot in
Victoria's
Vegas.
Secret model, so therefore I'm going to wear a bikini.
Yeah.
It's
I like it. Is it white and encrusted with diamantes? Sounds
No,
fabulous.
it's black and gold.
Black and gold.
Black and gold.
oh, look at that.
That's
a whole new
Did you
look.
even know she was going to come dressed like that? She showed up.
I checked in on that
Well,
wedding.
if you and Jimmy, oh
He was
right.
present that day.
If you and Jimmy are renewing your vows again, then you know what you,
Well-
you can aim for. Be great. Say, Jim, Dan's giving me a great idea.
Get your underpants on.
We ask people ask us all the time. Do I have to wear a white dress? Do I have to wear a suit? And we're like, it's your wedding.
your
You come
wedding.
as you like, but please be clothed.
If you don't mind.
Yeah.
Now, say a bride forgets something, like she forgets a veil or whatever. Can you help out with that kind of stuff?
We have veils. We have rings. We have
Got rings.
blue garters.
you
we have
really?
everything. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, what do people throw? What did you allow them to throw anything after the wedding? 'Cause I know you got the
We
whole...
do. We prefer people to throw flowers,
Right.
rose petals.
Yeah.
Because we have this 1 acre of kind of manicured gardens with nice lawns and trees, we have a lot of birds.
Ah.
Birds and rice, those old traditions
Yeah.
don't work,
And
you know?
yeah, they're not good.
So we try and keep
It's
everything
not like an Alfred
organic and.
Hitchcock movie.
Right. They'll come to send
And you
them
can buy
or
this
whatever.
biodegradable stuff now, but
Yeah.
yeah, we're quite strict on that.
I love the
because,
flowers though. That looks
flowers-
so beautiful on
Yeah.
photography.
Yeah.
The photography.
And it makes a nice photo as well.
And you live stream, don't you? For people
We
that
do
can't
live
be
stream.
here.
We do live stream. So yeah, even if it's just you guys here, your whole family can tune in and watch
That's-
the wedding live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Before I forget, I got you guys a little bag
Oh,
with a
little bag?
a few English treats
oh.
What?
and a little fridge magnet.
You
and
had
a
me at
pin
English
from the
treats.
wedding
Exactly.
chapel.
Let's have a look. What's in here?
They're all the same except
Let's
you
have
got
a
a
look.
mug and you got a pair of very cool socks.
We got a flake in here. We got an arrow, a Yorkie,
Oh,
Milky Bar.
it's the good luck sock.
And you got
But look
good
who's
luck
on it.
socks.
Look.
Oh, for God. You've got to be kidding. An Angel Delight. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Dan. We appreciate that.
That's it. We're best friends for life.
When are you going to come and renew your vows with the husband?
Well, my anniversary is Valentine's Day.
I will see you on Valentine's Day.
Is that honest to goodness? Can we do that?
You have my invitation.
Oh,
yes.
that would be amazing. That would be amazing if I could do that. It'll be my 25th anniversary.
Oh, you got to.
And guess where we'll be filming it and showing it.
Exactly.
There you go.
It'll be on the show. So
that would be lovely.
How can people find you? So how, if people are like, well, when we go to Vegas, we want to get married, and we're going to go.
Want to get married in Vegas? Come to the Little Church of the West. littlechurchofthewest.com.
Right.
Or you can give us a call if you're in the States. 702-739-7971.
Great.
It's been brilliant.
And then can they book online as well?
You can book online. The website's in 9 different languages.
Oh, it's so easy.
So yeah, we've we make it as easy as possible for everyone
I have to
around the
say,
world.
it's so comfortable in here, isn't it?
It is.
It's
It is.
just
I love it.
very cozy,
And
romantic.
you really do have to say thank you to
We
our
do.
Elvis, of course. Really appreciate you being here.
Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. We hope all of your viewers want to come down and get married with us here at the Little Church of the West. It'd be great for everybody to come and have fun with us. That's all we love to do here. We just love to have fun. So thank you. Thank you very much.
It's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Great
I'm
to
so
have you.
happy
Great
we
to
came
have you.
down and made this
Anytime.
happen.
Anytime.
But then I guess I'll see you on Valentine's
Day.
Oh, good lord.
Get your cameras out.
Right. So from Sam and I right here, we're going to be handing it back to the studio now to Sam and I.
Ian.
Yeah. See you then.
What are we like?
We had a lot of fun.
We did have a lot of fun. I mean, all we knew is that we were going to go down and interview Dan, and that's what we created.
We sort of made it up as we went along. So
kind of did, you know. But it's a great little chapel, cracking little business. I'll be back down there on Friday.
Yeah, well, and that's what I was about to say. We heard that promise of or that offer from Dan
a lovely offer,
about
yes.
renewing your vows. So,
Yeah.
Sam,
Yes.
the question is, are you going to be doing that?
We are going to be doing that.
You're going to be renewing your vows on Friday.
We're going to renew our vows on Friday.
I think Dan's watching, so
Yeah.
she's taking you up on your offer, Dan.
I am. So
Look, by the way, I've done the change. I
he's
said I was going to do the
coordinating
change.
with me now.
I've now got a very subtle shirt on.
It's roses
But
and
look,
British
it's got-
hearts.
It's got British hearts on the sleeves. It's very understated.
It's so perfect.
From ICJ UK.
From ICJ UK. It's perfect.
Yeah. I was just surprised myself. I looked down, I was like, oh, geez, look.
So yes, Friday we'll be down there. I need to get hold of Dan to find out where we can go down there.
Does Jim know?
He does now.
Oh, okay.
In fact, he
Well,
said,
he does now.
Well, I told him. Here's the thing. I did tell him, and then he forgot. And then last night he said, "Do you want to just go for a nice dinner?" And I said, "We're renewing our wedding vows."
So here's the other thing I want to ask you.
Yeah.
And I think I teased it there, but I mean, you've actually renewed your vows before.
On our
haven't you?
20th, back
On your
home in
20th.
England, at Chatsworth.
And do you want to have fun with it? Do you want to just is this going to be something that's very deep and meaningful, or can we live stream it on the Spill the Tea page?
We can live stream it because we're actually going back in June back home to England, and we're going to do something big there. For the for me, going back to England, doing something like a renewal or something like that is really more about getting my whole family together.
Exactly.
And that's when we do all get together.
And so they'll actually have a way to join this as well.
Yes, they will.
So here it is. This is what we're saying right now, is that Sam's wedding renewal is going to be live on the Spill the Tea page.
It is. We'll make sure we
Friday
let you know
at
what
some
time.
point. Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
And whether that's, you know what, as long as you're all right with it, I'll make it happen.
And I'd say Jim was okay with it. I asked him first, and he was totally fine with it. So
guess what, guys? You get to go to a wedding. Get your hats on.
we're going to do that.
Well, a renewal, vow renewal.
Yeah. Put your fascinators on and watch the live stream.
I know.
But 25 years. Unreal.
Very unreal.
It's gone so fast. It's
Congrats.
ridiculous. Yeah.
Many congrats.
Yeah.
So actually, there was a couple of things with with that video. I want to go back to one of the pictures that we had on the stream there, which was the one of Judy Garland. And when I was looking at it, is she texting? I mean,
she's putting it on Instagram.
She's about 50 years too early. Maybe something we didn't
know.
Like
a time, what they call it, a time portal?
Yeah, it looks like she just got married at the little church of the West and was like, oh, I'm gonna Instagram
I'm
this.
just going to Instagram a selfie of it.
Yeah, it struck me.
Funny. That is. So if anyone was actually at her wedding and can confirm what that was, then that would be great.
The very first iPhone.
Well, we've got some more comments and we're going to do some more Valentine's shout outs. Actually, let's do Travis wants to come in and do a shout out. Come on in, Travis. In case you haven't seen handsome Travis. We love
handsome
him.
Travis is right there.
Hello, everyone. I'm the guy behind the cameras.
He's the boss of us.
I'm the boss.
He is.
I'd like to give a shout out to Noah. I know she's not watching, so there you go.
We'll make her watch after the show. That's a Valentine's.
What?
That is a millennial. Well, you're not a millennial though.
I'm a zillennial.
He's a zillennial shout out. That's
between the Z's and the millennials.
Yeah.
Right.
But we love Travis and he's the boss of us.
He is, and we can't change camera angles until he gets back there. So that's that.
So that's another little Valentine's shout out. What have you got going on, Ian?
I've got my mum. I've got my mum in the UK.
Yeah.
And all the people that I love, near and far. We've got Rachel, we've got Evie, we got Jesse and Ryan, and Amanda, of course. My business partner of 30 plus years.
Yes.
So all these shout outs and much love to you all.
Yeah. Let's look at some comments. Here's the thing. This is what we really like about the fact when you interact with us, it helps us figure out what content to deliver to all of you guys. So we've just done our BFF segment, for Valentine's and stuff. And Sandy and Sue had a very good point. And they said, what about doing something for us? They said older folk. I don't class Sue and Sandy as older folk. But, maybe something fashion for the more, what would you say?
You're saying?
I don't want to say older. I hate that word. It's horrible. The more
experience.
The person who's lived a little bit more.
Yes.
So that's why we like these comments, because it helps us, put together the segments that you want. But I do like the fact that Sue said that she's going to have to wear very long underwear for Valentine's because it's very cold where she is.
Oh, well, there it is. I'm having Yorkie, by the way. One of the things that Dan gave me.
Yes.
So I'm enjoying a Yorkie.
Thank you, Dan, for that.
I did share.
That was very sweet. He did share with us. He did.
I did.
I'm just having to take another
By the way,
look.
did you know there was we didn't quite get the answer on one of the questions there. There's 120,000 weddings a year in Las Vegas.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I think it works out to be like 300 a day or something.
That's
just
a
in
lot
this city.
of weddings.
So that's why we are the wedding capital of the world.
And tons of Brits come out. There's a group called the Rock and Roll Bride that I follow, and tons of them come out to Vegas to get married.
Yeah.
But they're definitely cool, though. They're cool brides. I say they're rock and roll. They're wearing the colors they want to wear. They're wearing rainbow wedding dresses and just, doing weddings the way they want to do weddings. I think it's definitely changed a lot. There's people aren't conforming to the usual anymore, which is fun and exciting because then you can really make it your own wedding.
You really can.
Yeah.
Oh, have I ever talked about the other thing they do? I think I have, haven't I? Talked about the wedding cheeses that they do in the UK now.
Only briefly the other week.
Yeah, well, that's really all it is the fact that you do wedding cheeses now in addition. No, not even in addition, instead of a wedding cake, because whatever, I'm not sure why. And my brother did that, and
he did that as well. Then
yeah, and I was confused, and then I said, "But you still do the same ceremony?" And they said, "Yes." I said, "So you still cut it like you would with the cake?" And they said, "Yes." So I said, "So you're going to be cutting the cheese at your wedding," which over here, if you're not based in the United States, means
it's not
farting.
It's not a very polite topic.
So they did cut the cheese at the wedding.
At the wedding
together.
itself. Yeah, people they really are making them very, very personalized.
Right.
But yeah, the chapel's lovely. It's cozy, it's warm, it's romantic, and the grounds outside are very, very nice. And so yeah, if you're thinking of getting married, renew your wedding vows, then you should get hold of them down there. And they had nice facilities, didn't they? They had the bridal suite, and they do flowers on site, so you don't have to worry about them not showing up.
Right.
That happened to my niece's wedding. Bridesmaids' flowers just didn't show up.
Yeah.
And then, she'd paid for them, and they said, "Well, we didn't know if you wanted them." I was like, "I paid for them. Why
that's
would I
funny.
not want them? But what the girls decided to do, and it actually turned out to be very, very sweet, the bridesmaids, so normally they'd be holding their flowers, they decided they were coming down in twos anyway, in pairs. They decided they would just link arms. And it
Aw,
was just very, very sweet, very, very
That's
sweet.
lovely.
And she just didn't worry about the flowers. She was just like, no, not going to ruin the day. It's flowers at the end of the day. So yeah, it's weddings are getting very elaborate these days. And she didn't have a wedding cake either. She had a donut board, pegs on it.
I love
And a
that.
million donuts.
Excellent.
It was great. And they took some travel traditions from different countries
Yeah.
to incorporate into their wedding, because they then went on this, and they're still on it, this insane year and a half touring, basically.
Oh.
Asia, they're in Japan right now, Australia, I mean, India. It's unbelievable the way that they've done that.
Right.
Yeah, so really, really exciting time for them. But
Nice.
I think everybody's ready for them to come home, though.
All right.
Yeah, so yeah. Any more shout-outs? Do we have any more shout-outs for Valentine's?
I'm not sure what we got. We have
Let's
few
have
comments.
a look. And Dan, by the way, has put the link in the comments for littlechurchofthewest.com.
And he says, I'll give you a shout later to get the vow renewal set up. So it's official.
It's all
You
official.
are doing it. It'll be
Oh,
fun.
Sally said we still need to cover our wrinkles. So I love it. They're giving us topics that we
Love
need.
it.
Mature. That's what. I don't know if I like the word mature, Sam. Sam Smashington's like mature. There's got to be a better word than that.
That's like cheese. Goes back to cheese.
It goes back to cheese again.
So, again, if you're new to the show, welcome. If you've been with us before, welcome back.
Yes.
And please do share, like, and follow. The sharing's important. The following's important, because we're really, I think we're getting a pretty good little roll on now.
We are, honestly. Every week, everything grows.
Are you enjoying it? You still
I
enjoying it?
love doing Spill the Tea.
It's great. I have fun
love
doing it.
it. We have fun.
We do.
We do have fun when we put this show together,
We
and
do.
we never know what's going to happen.
That took a long time to put together
Well,
this
yeah,
week.
it did.
That's why I like live.
Yeah, he did the edit on that, so
Yeah,
bless Ian for
took
that one.
Took a minute or four.
What we'll do, I think, with the giveaway, we've already mentioned the giveaway, and if you just tuned in, our fantastic friend Sam Smashington from Smashingly Gorgeous Skincare, Raw Beauty, is actually doing a giveaway for us, and it's a great gift box of skincare products. This is what we're going to do. In this particular live, you can post why you wanted to win it and tag a friend, but we will also put her video up separately as well, so that it's easy to find and for anyone else. And then we'll take all the comments from both of those, and then we'll combine them, and then we'll choose a winner. And I think that will be the easiest way to people to find the actual giveaway itself.
Sounds good.
So we got that as a plan.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think that's probably pretty much wraps up our show today,
I think
don't you
it
think?
does. I think we've got everything on the list.
Everything on the list, yeah. Very good.
Everything on our Valentine's list.
Travis has decided we're finished now because his music's playing.
Yeah, like I said, he's the boss of us. So,
So we'll see you next week on Spill the Tea.
We will.
Happy Valentine's to you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.